Okay, now
So
here's what here's what I want to know, Kevin. Skipping over that, we'll keep an eye on Baylor. I think only the people in Texas are really paying attention. What is going on in South Carolina?
Well, yeah, that's one of the big things. I mean, I don't know what, and George, you're going to have to kind of say, what is Clowney doing? He just sat. I don't understand what happened.
He's acting just like his last name sounds.
Like a clown.
Yeah. Before the game.
But why did he?
Before the game, he went to his head coach and said, "My ribs are hurt. I can't play."
Right.
The beginning of the season, everyone was hyping you as a Heisman hopeful. We watched you play your first game. Maybe the lights were too bright or the sun was too hot, but you could barely make it through the game. You came out on a lot of plays. Now, in fairness to him, very few defensive linemen, very few, play every single snap. A lot of these guys are getting rotated in and out at the next level. But to then, a couple weeks later, I can't play because my ribs hurt. Let me tell you right now, your draft stock is plummeting like a lead balloon, young man. You are doing yourself no favors in the draft.
I don't know who this kid has around him, but they have to pull him aside and say, "Hey, you know what? Look, you got to think about your future, man." And all this shit, people want coachable athletes, especially at the pro level. And if you're sitting here pulling stunts like this, sitting your ass on the bench, and no one's seeing what your performance can be, then hey. And the bottom line is, we know if you're the Heisman, especially a defensive player. You saw it with Woodson. If you win the Heisman as a defensive player, that shit will rocket your paycheck up when you go into the NFL.
Right. No, it's still there's the rookie salary cap, but still I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's doing this because he's pissed. 2 weeks ago, he was pissing and moaning about how he's not being used correctly. He seems like one of those guys, and I said this about LeVar Arrington when LeVar Arrington came out. I said LeVar Arrington should have his hand in the dirt and just be told, go get the ball. I think people really hurt LeVar Arrington when they asked him to drop back in coverage and read defenses and know which man to take. I think he would have been way more effective and maybe had a more prolonged career if he was just put his hand in his dirt and got after the quarterback. I think
if he had done if he was more like how like fucking Lawrence Taylor was.
Right.
Just hunting all them.
I think if they would have just turned him loose and let him do that, I think the Redskins would have had a better player, and he might have still, I don't know if he'd still be in the league today, but I think he would have lasted in the league a little bit longer. And I think Clowney is getting to that same route. I think they're asking Clowney to do too much, and all Clowney wants to do is go get the ball.
Right. And it's funny. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, and I was going to say, I mean, if all you want to do is go get the ball, I mean, I don't know if there's a place for you in the NFL. I mean, it's not 1986. You have to be versatile, especially off the end.
Right.